This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Education highlighted the best and brightest students from both secondary and senior schools this morning who scored top marks in the 2021 national examinations. We go to our Laurencia Smith with more.
Educational, Technical and Vocational Training Minister Glenys Hannah Martin brought well wishes to those students who achieved top marks in the Bahamas Junior Certificate and the Bahamas General Certificate of Secondary Education examinations at the National Examination Award ceremony on Monday. She told the awardees that the nation was proud of them.
The nation celebrates with you. We are proud to claim you as our own. And we are in awe of your accomplishments, particularly in that context. I trust that as you go into the world to pursue higher and further education, you will always claim us as your own, and that you will always understand and remember that it is this Bahamas that catapulted you into the world.
Now, Christopher Knowles of Queen's College achieved the highest scores in the BGCSE with 13 A's. He was also the recipient of the Paul Adderley Award. Leanna Roll of H.O. Nash achieved the highest mark for the BJC with 9 A's and 1 B. She also received the best overall performance in government schools for the BJC.
I'm advised that there are approximately 300 students who have achieved 5 or more A's in the 2021 BJC and BGCSE national examinations, comprising 27 BGCSE and 13 BJC subjects offered last year. In our national exams for 12th graders, 66 students across the Bahamas from both private and public schools received 5 or more A's in the 2021 BGCSE examinations. 18 of these students received 8 A's or more.
Minister Hannah Martin applauded the awardees for their perseverance amidst the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. However, she did note that the fallout of the pandemic has been catastrophic.
Psychological assaults have all reverberated around the nation, severely stressing communities and creating significant fallout in learning and having an individual effect on many, if not all, young people in school at this time. These circumstances have led to uneven results nationally, which will require intense and aggressive interventions across the board, and this must be a primary tenet of education policy in the short to medium term in this country.
Meantime, just last week, Minister Hannah Martin told reporters as it relates to the upcoming national examination, the Director of Education will advise the ministry on the best course of action. I'm Laurencia Smith for JCN News.
For the past 2 decades, successive administrations have debated whether the government should construct a new, more modern Parliament building or continue to use the current Rawson Square location constructed in the early 1800s. So far, governments have shied away from building a new parliament. However, the subject was recently brought up in the House of Assembly once again. And a strong advocate for a new parliament building is Minister of Foreign Affairs and Public Service, Fred Mitchell. He is hopeful not just for a new parliament building after more than 200 years, but also for a new purpose-built headquarters for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which is also in the works.
It is always surprising to me how time has passed, and it passes so quickly. It presses upon me that there is so much work to do and so little time to do so. Last week, we committed ourselves in the House to the building of a new parliament, and if we get it done before this term is over, we will be moving into a new building and using a new one. Since 1815, we've been in the old building. Time is up, and we must move on. We're also committed to a purpose-built Ministry of Foreign Affairs building. In the latter connection, Jamal Strawn, the MP for Nassau Village and Parliamentary Secretary, has been tasked with leading its design and executing its construction.
Minister Mitchell, who was also responsible for parliamentary affairs, hopes a new parliament building is completed by the end of the Progressive Liberal Party's first term, when they will also propose implementing new rules so that Parliament can run more efficiently. In crime news, police on Grand Bahama investigating a stabbing incident which occurred on that island shortly before 8 p.m. on Sunday. Police reports say that police control room received a report of a male at the Rand Memorial Hospital with stab wounds. Upon the officers' arrival, they saw and spoke with the victim, who stated that upon his arrival at his residence, he was approached from behind by an unknown male who stabbed him in the abdomen. Further, the victim stated that they both fell to the ground. He was then able to fight the assailant off and run in nearby bushes, making good his escape. He then walked to the Rand Memorial Hospital, where he was seen and examined by a doctor who listed his injuries as critical. Investigations are being continued. In other crime news, a man and a woman are in police custody after they were allegedly found in possession of an unlicensed firearm and ammunition. Police on Grand Bahama arrested the pair on Sunday night outside a business establishment on Peachtree Street. Reports coming in from Grand Bahama indicate that shortly before 10 p.m. on Sunday, a team of officers from the Predator Unit, acting on intelligence, went to a business establishment on Peachtree Street. On the arrival of the officers, they observed a 2016 silver Honda vehicle parked with 2 occupants inside. Officers informed them of their suspicion and searched the person and the vehicle. While searching the vehicle's rear seat pouch, a black Taurus .9mm pistol with a magazine containing 9 live rounds of .9mm ammunition was found. As a result, a male and a female were arrested and are assisting with the investigation. Public-private partnerships are nothing new. In the previous administration, there were lots of plans for PPPs, particularly in the construction of airports throughout the Family Islands. The current administration seems to be using the same approach as it ramps up its home building program. In this next report, we hear how the government has partnered with Arawak Homes and the Bahamas Technical and Vocation Institute to help get as many Bahamians into homes as possible.
At the recent groundbreaking ceremony for 43 homes in the new Pinecrest subdivision in southern New Providence, Minister of Transport and Housing Jobeth Kobe Davis says the government is pleased to have formed several strategic public-private partnerships, or PPPs, as they look to help as many Bahamians as possible become homeowners. One of those partners is Arawak Homes, that has become known as a one-stop shop for home ownership.
We are here today, however, to showcase that strategic partnership we have forged with Arawak Homes. I am pleased to report that after many meetings and lengthy discussions and numerous phone calls, all in an effort to afford the Bahamian people the best of their offerings, this is the end result of those negotiations with Arawak Home. This groundbreaking today signals the start of the construction of the first 10 of the 43 homes that will be constructed on this site. And let me tell you, Arawak Homes made it very difficult to make the choice of which models will be chosen in the first 10.
Frannon Wilson, president of Arawak Homes Limited, was present for the groundbreaking and commended the government for moving swiftly to fulfill its promise to build homes. He shared the role of Arawak Homes in this first development at Pinecrest.
Arawak Homes is going to be doing a couple of things in this particular phase. We're partnered with the Ministry of Housing. And so when people pass by, what they're going to see is a lot of work being done. They're going to see a lot of different trades being utilized. And we're also going to be partnering with, or working with, BTVI.
Dr. Linda Davis, Vice President at the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute, BTVI, says BTVI was excited when they were approached by Arawak Homes and asked to partner in the government's home building initiative.
Mr. Wilson had the vision to come to BTVI and said, how can we partner? And of course, we were delighted to partner at BTVI to bring students, to bring faculty, to bring the institution in synergy with such an incredible project. We are always looking for industry partners to assist us in providing our students with the kind of practical, hands-on experience such as this subdivision project will bring. You know, this is the future. They will get the experience along with our faculty to work with you from the ground up to see homes come out of the ground.
Construction of the first 10 homes at Pinecrest, just east of the South Beach Police Station, has already begun, with the remainder of the homes to be completed this year. Jerino Saunders for JCN News.
Stay with us. Our final story is up next.